Hello everyone. Welcome back to Programming Every Day Until I Get a Job Day 19. Now, I figured the problem was that I wasn't looking professional enough, so I figured I'd, dad it up a little bit. I'm going for that, dad in his 30s, 40s, he has a stable job, house in the suburbs look. And you know what? I think I'm nailing it. And I think this is what's really going to help me. I think it's going to help me so much that I just need a short stream today. And it's totally not just because that's all I have the time for. So let's see what we can get done. I think two main goals that I have for today is that A, we need to add good logging, better logging. I don't know. We'll see how we get into it. Really, the main first thing is we need to know that whether or not the ping command returned an OK. Or I think it's Pong, really. Let me look into that really quickly. What the fuck is going on? Motherfucker. Hold on. This is the problem with working with a keyboard. That is... There we go. That was the problem with dealing with a fucking keyboard that doesn't have a caps lock and does layers. Because if you need a key like caps lock on a different layer and you never use caps lock except for whenever you accidentally hit caps lock, and you're in Vim, it's just not a good time. Commands: ping, ping, ping. Do I just straight up write the response? I think I just straight up write the response. Ping, Pong. Yep. Cool. Helpers. Func. Decrypt. Simple. String. Stir. String. And we're going to return string. Honestly, I'm not going to do that because it could be plus or minus, and I have a feeling that could mean something. So I'm not going to worry about that. So we're going to do that. Con.read. Ooh. Reads data from the connection. Interesting. How do I handle that? Buffio.reader? I think that's what I need to do. R equals buffio.newReader. Can I pass it the connection? I can. Hey, that's cool. That's very simple. So I think it's just because it satisfies the interface of a reader. That's cool. So r.read line result equals that. Jesus. Okay. But wait, what? Okay, it's on a reader. It returns it. The line is prefixed in the error. Readline is a low of alarm. Most callers should use read bytes slash n. Oh, whatever. I'll just use read bytes. Slash n. Does it include it? I think it does. Read bytes reads until the first occurrence of the delimiter input, returning a slice containing the data up to and including the delimiter. Perfect. Error. We'll just do handle error. Nope. Handle error. Error. Let me go and replace that really quickly. If string result does not equal plus pong slash r slash n log dot fatal ping request for handshake failed. Okay. Simple enough. So now we need to deal with the repl.conf command. That is where we just pass it the listing port and the capabilities. That seems simple enough. So we need a couple of things. We need the slave info and we need a list of slaves, so that way our master knows who it's dealing with and who to replicate to. So if we go to our definition, we can do type slave info struct, and the first thing was just the listening port and then the capabilities. Listening port string. Nope, I don't know why I did that. That's not right. Apparently I think I'm writing C# and I need my get set. Don't need that. Listening port and then capabilities. String. Okay. So now we can go to our server and a really interesting thing here. Well, we're going to have to append to the list here. I was thinking we'd have to add it here and then return it back, but that's not necessary. I'll just have a list here, pass it into it, and then it can append to it. Sorry. It shouldn't be too complicated. Okay. Slaves equals make an array of slave info, and we'll just go 5 items. We'll go with 0 items 5 capacity, and here this is getting really long, man. Let's add another. Cool. So slaves an array of slave info. Slices have to be passed as a pointer, right? I feel like go are slices passed by reference. You know, usually I don't trust Gemini, but I do trust Gemini. I would hope that Gemini is right on things that are made by Google, and Go is made by Google, so I'm gonna trust it, and let's see what it says. Slices are reference types. Slices are passed by reference, but it's a bit nuanced. Here's what you need to know. Slices are reference types. A slice in Go is a data structure that provides a dynamic view into an underlying array. When you pass a slice to a function, you're actually passing a copy of the slice header, which contains a pointer to the underlying array, the length and the capacity of the slice. This means that modifications made to the elements of the slice inside the function will affect the original slice because they are operating in the same underlying array. However, length and capacity modifications. If you modify the length or capacity of the slice inside the function, e.g. using append or slice, which is what we plan on doing, these changes will not affect the original slice because the slice header is copied. What the fuck? Why? That just seems so unnecessarily complicated. Okay, like, well, to be fair, it's not complicated. It's just like, why the fuck? It seems like an unnecessary foot gun. Because I've heard about this problem before coming up, but I didn't really understand what the issue was or whether it was a reference type or a value type. So I'm looking it up now. And now I can see why some people have said that this is actually an issue. Because if you don't understand this, and I know I'm probably going to forget it, so I need to point it send it as a pointer, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. And you know what? We're just going to find out. That's so fucking stupid, though. Okay. So wait. Hold on. Okay, how do I figure out the listening port? What do I do with this again? Slave master. Get server replication info. Replica of. Oh, that doesn't help. Okay, so we have our master host and we have our master port. Replica sends a ping command to the master. Sends repliconf. The first time it'll be sent like this, repliconf listening port. This is the replica notifying the master that the port is listening on. The second time it'll be sent like this. So the reason why I feel confused is because how the hell do I know that this is coming from this, right? Okay, so like I have two replication slaves calling to the master, right? How do I know that? I'm assuming they're just still on the same connection. They have to be on the same connection. That has to be what it is. Because I don't want to mix up the fucking... I don't want to mix up the two different slaves. You never want to do that. This is... Okay, I'm just not going to make... I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to get through this. I'm going to get through this and focus. Okay. Handle connection. So we just constantly read from it. So maybe what we can do is, hold on, r structs nil go r structs nil if not instantiated, I think is the right word. Structs each field is initialized with, okay. Oh. And go structure not nil if not instantiated. Instead, they are initialized with their 0 values. That's really annoying, man. Sometimes I just want something to be nil. Okay. I think I know how I can do this. We can initialize a pointer to nil. Slave info var slave info. It's going to be the type of a pointer to slave info. So this is going to be initialized as nil. Okay. And then we can have another command. I think it's just going to be, it's the repl.conf. Repl.conf. So for the repl.conf, func handle repl.conf. Can each connection only have one slave? I think so, right? I really think so, because it doesn't make sense for one connection to be able to be multiple slaves. No, it's not. I don't think that's possible. Array string. I'm gonna say args. I shouldn't just keep saying array, because then that confuses me. So, and then we need. We need slave. It's going to be a pointer to slave info. CMD equals array1. And that is basically going to either be the listening port or the kappa. If CMD string CMD, I'm gonna have to call it soon, but we're gonna keep getting a little bit further, equals listening port. Was it with a dash? Yeah, it was. Okay. So if it's a listening port, then it's gonna have to be a new one. So let me pointer. I'm pretty sure that's the common shorthand. Slave equals slave info, listening port equals string args 2. And slave point equals the address of slave. It has to have that. That's dumb. Else, if string command equals kappa, if slave point equals nil log dot What is log.fatal? At some point I need to overhaul this, but whatever. The day's not going to be today. Log.fatal. Slave info not initialized. Okay, so if we get to that point, slave point dot capabilities equals, and what was it? The second time I'll be sent that. This is a replica notifying the camp. You can safely hardcode these capabilities for now. We won't need to use them in this challenge. Psync 2. I don't want to hardcode it. I could just do args2. String args2. Okay. So CNW, we can do it to the slave, to send it the pointer to the slave, and I don't like this, but we're just gonna hard code it. I think that's it. Codecrafters test. Whether or not this fails or passes, I'm gonna have to call it at this point, but I feel like we made some solid progress. Finally figured out how to utilize nil. Hopefully that actually works. I guess we'll find out. Jamming music. I really love GameChops, man. Nope, it failed. Listening port 6380. Okay. Waiting for replica. Oh shit. Hold on. No, don't call it yet. No. I didn't fucking call it. So I'm just sending an array of repl.conf listening port 6380. Okay, no. Hell no. Func generate repl.conf message. Config string value string. And what we'll do is message values equals make array of string 3 items long. Message values, the first item equals repl.conf. Actually, it does not equal that. It equals build bulk string that. And then that's going to equal build bulk string config. And that's going to be build bulk string value. And then we're going to return build array, message values, boom. String. Okay. So let's see. Generate repl.conf message. The first one is going to be listening port. Listening dash port. And then we just send the 6380. And so that's going to be server rep info dot. Wait. Wait, no, I need the rconfig. Rconfig, please. Rconfig. Pointer to the config. I need to get rid of this fucking rconfig bullshit. I need a struct for this, but I don't have time. So so this Jesus fucking Christ. This is what happens whenever I try to talk and type at the same time. It doesn't work. Okay. So rconfig. Wait, it's already a pointer, so I don't need that. And let me see. I don't need the helpers server. Program arguments. Go to definition. What the hell is it? It's just port. Yeah, port. This music is too damn jammy. I love it. And then this one is going to be kappa. And this will be hard-coded to psync 2. Okay. And let's add some air handling here, so that way if this breaks, listening port request for handshake failed. One more time. Kappa request for handshake failed. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm calling it. But that would have been a really stupid thing to end on. Okay. I know I said if this doesn't work, we're almost there. If this builds and does not work, I'm calling it. But it has to build. No, nope. It's late. It's late. I'm not debugging this. Okay, we're almost there. I can feel it. I'm sure it'll be a very easy fix, but it is tomorrow's fix. Thank you all very much for watching. I know we didn't quite get to finish one today, but that's okay. You know, I hope you all are all learning on your own time and doing your own stuff. It's fun to do. Try out new projects, but I hope you all have a good day, good night, whenever it is for you. And thank y'all, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.